William Hall, Managing Director of SIG Energy. First and foremost, mate, congratulations on a very, very successful 3 years. How's it going so far at SIG Energy?
Really good, mate. Yeah, so obviously #1 battery brand for Australia last year. The plan is to be #1 again this year. So chaos, obviously, with the cheaper home batteries program. Lots of new products coming out. The team's grown substantially. So yeah, I think about a year and a half since we last caught up properly.
It has been like pretty much about 18 months since we last probably had airtime to speak to each other. About 3 years since we last filmed you, Will. So you haven't been on television with us for a very, very long time. A few things to ask you. So firstly, it has been 3 years. The cheaper home battery program kicked off July the 1st last year. Phase 1 pretty much comes to an end. Well, phase 1 came to an end at the end of December, but this next phase comes to the end at the end of April. So only a day's time. What do you predict is going to happen, given how strong the demand was leading up to the end of April for May the 1st?
Yeah, well, it's been a tough 12 months almost to kind of predict and forecast for how many batteries do we need to produce, because the rebate's going to drop every 6 months. Is the demand going to drop? No one really knew. We're pretty confident now that even though the rebates drop on the 1st of May, the demand's not dropped, because all the installers are so busy. Even with their new pricing that takes into account the lesser rebate, they're still selling the same number of jobs. The batteries might be a little bit smaller, but I think what's happened is the cheaper home batteries program has been really good, that it's put energy storage products front of mind for consumers. So they've learned a lot more about the products, the benefits, and yeah, it's all systems go.
Oh, I mean, this cheaper homes battery program for me was an absolute reminder of when I first got involved in the renewables industry in the 2000s, when the discount on panels was so high. The SDC rebate alone was massive. You had high feed-in tariffs, and all I got from that particular moment in time was how many people were still so how can I put it, skeptical about getting renewable energy on their roofs. They're like, solar panels, that's never going to do anything. I'm not going to go there. Despite having huge rebates, don't get me wrong, the out-of-pocket cost still was really, really high, but there's 60-cent feed-in tariffs, 44-cent feed-in tariffs. Now, the same thing's happening again with batteries. We've been praying for federal intervention for such a long time. We finally got it. This time round, thousands, I think 300,000 plus homeowners got on board with the program and engaged and got batteries for their home, which has been absolutely incredible. So I guess moving forward right now, it really is the case of the rest of Australia kind of realising, yeah, the battery rebate phase 1's come to an end, but this is the time for them to act. Because it'd be pretty silly not to, right?
Yeah, look, I mean, even though the rebate dropped slightly on the 1st of May, there's still substantial discounts that customers can get. But, you know, I think customers now realise that, yes, there's a discount, but also you can do things like energy trading with virtual power plants. There's the introduction of bi-directional EV chargers. So we're doing trials with companies like Amber and AGL at the minute, where our charger, which is bi-directional, allows the customer to essentially sell their energy in their car battery, which is much bigger, back to the grid.
Amazing.
And get ongoing revenue streams. I mean, we had one customer made $1,000 in 1 hour just through selling back to the grid.
Is that restricted by state? Can that be done anywhere?
So there's still a little bit of work to be done from a state level, DNSPs. Some of them still need to come on board, but car manufacturers need to warrant the car battery as well to allow that bi-directional charging. There's a lot of progress being made, and there's going to be some big updates made over the next few weeks.
Absolutely fantastic. So, a couple of quick questions before I let you go. Obviously, there's been a lot of competition in the battery space. I mean, your technology hit the ground. I remember the first day you were about to actually start the job. I think it's just before you started the job. He said, "What do you reckon to this, Wash?" I was like, "SIG Energy, that looks amazing."
Yes.
I'm like, "Yeah, I'm probably going to work with these guys," and you did, and you have, and you've crushed it. And it's been an incredible journey so far for SIG Energy. Two things that jump out in mind. Firstly, the amount of competition.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of other brands who've obviously already been in the marketplace for a while now, and they've obviously had one look at your on the SIG install. You have got a nice piece of kit, and their R&D teams have been working tirelessly to come up with something, competitive and maybe similar-ish. How have you reacted firstly to that competition, and how are you going to re-differentiate yourself again?
Yeah, look, I mean, first of all, it's a good thing. You know, innovation and, let's say, not copying, but, you know, people doing similar to us. You know, it pushes us to do something more innovative. So we've got new products coming out over the next few weeks. The technology is continually improving. The cost is coming down. So customers are going to continually benefit from newer products at a lower price point. So we've obviously got Smart Energy Conference in this venue next week. So we're going to be launching a lot of those new products there as well.
Amazing. And final question I have for you is your new manufacturing facility and HQ in China apparently is beautiful and amazing. I know a number of people have been. You haven't invited me yet, but that's a completely separate conversation which we'll have in a very short while. How important is it for you as a brand that now is not only recognised and utilised heavily here in Australia but globally to have a facility that really just enables anyone visiting to understand more about the brand, understand more about the way you manufacture, the people you hire, your ecosystem, and more so your culture?
Yeah, so I mean, look, you'd be aware, I've done a lot of factory tours over the last probably two and a half years, which is really important. We were a new company, we needed to give people confidence that, you know, we know what we're doing basically. It's a good quality product, the testing's really reliable, all that kind of stuff. The new factory allows us to scale up massively, so obviously #1 battery brand in Australia, #1 stackable battery brand globally. I think we've got about 30% market share. And we've also just gone public as well, so we've just listed the company on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange, so lots more funds injected into R&D, so we really need that growth to basically provide more ability to produce more products and supply globally.
Amazing. Now, is Fox CSS, they've been advertising their #1? Are they #1?
I think last month they sold more batteries than everyone else, but if you look at the last 12 months, probably not. I think what's happened with some of the other manufacturers that they're good quality products, much lower price point, limited in the functions and features that they can provide. I think a lot of that growth for those kind of products is down to the big rebates that were available with the Cheaper Homes Mattress program. So let's see what happens as the rebates drop and they're not so cheap.
So final couple of questions, although I said that a couple of questions ago. When am I getting invited to come to China? I mean, Energy Matters has a production team that's been waiting patiently. We're filming Global Energy Revolution episode 2, which will be on Channel 9 later in the year. And we're coming to China in June, July. We're working a time around SNEC.
Yeah, so that's the next time I'll be going over there for SNEC, which is
June 3rd, 4th-ish.
Early June, yeah. So if you're there, mate, for sure, we'll go and have a look at the factory.
Fantastic.
Love to have you there.
And on TV, of course. And secondly, my question was, there's an announcement coming next week. I know you can't tell me what that announcement is.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me there's an announcement from you guys. From us, yeah.
It's something exciting.
Yeah, look, we've got some new products that we're going to be announcing, and not just new products, but big announcements in regards to the company and some of the things that we're going to be doing over the next several months. So anybody that's coming down to the Smart Energy Conference next week, we're going to have a booth there. We're going to have all these new products on display. So come and see us.
So you're literally announcing this new product at the Smart Energy Conference next week in Sydney?
Yeah.
Scoop people, you don't want to miss this. There's Jack and the Giant Slayer. These guys are the giant, so they'll be slaying all the Jacks in one go at the Smart Energy Council. Mate, thanks for your time, Will. It was a pleasure.
Good to see you, mate.
Cheers, bud.